Me and hello there, this is Tommy G.
And PJ.
And
we're coming to you live from El Viejo Stadium.
Yes, back in
For
the
big
old
game 2.
Yeah,
That's right.
of the 3-game series. Game 2 is a big game in a 3-game series.
It definitely is. It's the bumper game. It's the getting over the hump game there. So Buzzards need this one if they want to try and get back home, and Freebooters would like to close it out here in front of their home fans. Tom.
Sounds like a plan to me. I'm looking at the detailed tournament bracket right here, which kind of shows you how this has come along here. The Freebooters have played 2 3-game series to get here, ended both of them on the last game, coming from behind in that last one. And the Buzzards have been strolling through 2-0 over the Wide Loads, 2-0 over the B-Wolves, and finally hit a wall here against the Freebooters, at least for one game. But they're going to be playing pretty ornery tonight.
Yeah, they are. They're going to be playing to win. So it was uncharacteristic the last game. We saw the Buzzards, who are defensive experts, commit an error in the field. There was another misplay when the second baseman tried to cover first base. So they had a rare breakdown in the first game, Tom.
They did, but also for defensive experts, they sure were adept at putting some runs on the board. Their first batter up takes one out on the second pitch, and then their second to last batter takes one out, keeping that game interesting right up to the last pitch. On the last one, Helena, what's her name, was 3-2. She was one strike away from striking out before she hit that thing over 400 feet over the left field wall and made it a game again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly. She went 3-2. Full count with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, and yeah, she moved them to within 1. So these are exciting games, and they're a lot of fun to watch.
They are, absolutely. I was just going through some of the stats there, looking this so far in the playoffs. The big question mark has been Patience Evergreen. Man, she was on a tear. It's a sob story. She was on a tear at the beginning of the season. She was like a hitting robot, and then she hit the brakes, and she's never come back.
No, she's been on and off. Again, we pulled her for a game and brought her back, and she did very well. And then this last game, she didn't do so well. Same thing with Reigns, the catcher. He's been just frozen this playoffs. He has not done well at all. So yeah, it's kind of sad to see with Evergreen, because they kind of rode her back into the playoffs, and I'm sure she would like to be a bigger part of the game plan, and unfortunately maybe that's it. Maybe she's trying too hard, and she needs to maybe relax a little bit.
Hopefully she gets a good one here today. Speaking about the next games, we're looking at, or the keys of the game we're looking at here. The game number 2, like you said, the Buzzards back against a wall. They're doing a starting pitcher, Erlang Elwood. He's going to be hitting the mound. He doesn't have a record yet in the playoffs. He's got a 1.17 ERA with a 5.2 WHIP, and he's going up against the Freebooters' right-hand pitcher, Lana Rhymes, who doesn't have a whole lot of velocity, but she's got good movement and accuracy. She's 0-0, and she's got a 4.5 ERA, so she's looking to turn that around.
Yes, she is. Yeah, and Bunterson, Mustachio, and off 10, all of their batting averages after that first game have come down. I think, but in the first game we were talking about them, and they were all in 400. At least Bunterson and Mustachio were, and now they're down under 400. So they've come down a bit. Brickhouse, Jackman, and Woodman. Brickhouse and Woodman are having career playoffs. Brickhouse with hitting 370. Woodman 517 with 2 home runs, and then Jackman, who's he's playing his game. He's got he's seeing the ball well, and he's getting the bat on it. 367 with 2 home runs. Tommy, tell us about Bad Hop Brown and Murky Nubswubbles. What the heck is happening?
Those are 2 of the biggest surprises for the Freebooters this year. Definitely. Bad Hop is, I think you said, leading in runs and all sorts of stuff. He could get the player MVP for the playoffs. He's just, and Murky Nubs Wubbles was basically sleeping on the sidelines the whole season, and all of a sudden he's decided he's a playoff player.
Yeah, Bad Hop Brown tied for the lead in home runs with 3. He's got, I think he leads the league in RBIs with 8. So Bad Hop is quietly having an incredible postseason.
Yeah, we're hoping he could keep that going for at least another game. I mean, I know this. We were looking at what could be our last game with the Freebooters here this season, if things go right. If not, then it's a nail biter for a game 3.
Yeah, and they, as you stated earlier, the Freebooters have had a tendency of taking every series, the first 2 to a third game. So it would be nice to wrap it up here in El Viejo in front of the home crowd. They've been behind us the whole time. They travel well, though. When we were over at what was the name of the stadium that we played in last?
That was Sakura Hills.
Yeah, Sakura Hills. There was a lot of brown and orange in the stand, so that was good to see.
It is. We're looking at the batting order, the starting lineup for this game here. Patience Evergreen in left field. Again, she's struggling, but I think we'll start her. Right? I mean, Basquette can always come in if Evergreen doesn't do anything those first 2 at bats.
I agree.
All right. Sturdy Woodman, he may be having a Golden Glove year. I mean, he may be the best first baseman in the league, so he's on the uptick. He's in there. Yeah. Guns Jackman had an off game the last game, but he's still power shortstop. Stockton Brickhouse at center field. He's locked in. Murky Nubs Wubbles locked in at right field. Again, he's replacing Oakley Stiffs, who is no longer injured. But
oh no.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, I'm going to throw this out here, and this is just for the fans. If we're winning and we get late in the game and we've got a comfortable lead, can we bring in Oakley Stiffs?
Yeah,
Yeah, just because, I mean, like I said, he's been a huge part of the winning as well, and he got hurt in the first game of the playoffs, and he's had to sit and watch. So if he can get at least 1 at bat, maybe 2, I'd feel better about it.
I agree.
Especially if we had the lead.
Yeah, but I like the idea of starting Murky, though, because Murky's proved himself the playoff player.
Yeah, he is. I agree.
Bad Hop Brown's going nowhere at third base. He's locked in. Walker runs at second base. He's also locked in. He's one of the 5. Half of their lineup is locked in. Jermaine Raines, the catcher. I don't know. Are we looking at Rocky Backstop coming in?
Yeah, let's pull the trigger on that. Let's get Rocky Backstop. Again, Jermaine Raines played for us, but he also sat for a large part of the season, and Backstop was in there. So Raines has not done very well at all. I mean, that last game, I think he was 1 for 3 or 1 for 4. So with the Buzzards going to come out at us hard, the problem, of course, is they've got speed. They've got a lot of speed. And Raines... even though, like you said, he hasn't caught anybody stealing yet, I mean, we know Bad Hop is definitely not going to catch anybody.
Yeah.
He doesn't even come close to having the crummy arm that Raines does. So we're just going to have to try to keep people off the base paths. That's all.
There you go. And on the mound is Lana Rhymes. She hasn't thrown in the last 3 games. This is her last game of the season, obviously. She's got a 4-finger, 2-finger curveball, slider, and a fork.
Okay. And she pitched a no decision in her first timeout, and was that a loss? That might have been a loss.
It could have been. I think
she racked up. Yeah, she got an ERA of 4.5. So I'm sure she's going to be a little tense. We're going to have to make sure that we can get her off to a good start.
Well, a good sign here. I'm looking at the bullpen now. All of our starting pitchers are locked in, which means all of their last games have been to the wall. So that bodes well for Lana Rhymes if she could be the 4th out of 4 starting pitchers to end the season on a tear.
Yeah, and that's where the Freebooters have it over to the Buzzards, is in the pitching. You know, the starting and the relief pitching go heavily toward the Freebooters. So hopefully get in and get underway and start to get some wind behind her, and she'll be able to set them up and knock them down.
All right, speaking of that, it looks like they're heading down to the field here, ready to play ball and waiting for the party members. Here we are, El Viejo Stadium, Pete J. At least for this is our last game at Viejo.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna put my gum right here till next season.
Yeah.
Oh, they're signaling I can't put my gum. Okay, I'll throw it in the garbage.
Right.
Sorry about that. The Buzzards, they got B. Bunterson at short, G. James in center, J. Trunk at first, M. Mustachio at third base, J. Off-Tan. The catcher, S. McKinney, right field, R. Borgnar, left field, and then two other players to be named later. Buttons, Geronimo James and Joseph Trunk coming up against Lana Rhymes. As we said, an ERA of 4.50.
Now batting, number 69, the short.
Bunderson, 381 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs in the playoffs.
Bunderson is a solid contact hitter. As you saw in that last game, he took that second pitch over the wall, so he's eager to show something here. That first pitch was outside and low, ball 1. Rhymes looking for her call for the second pitch. She throws to backstop. That one's in there. It's going to go right to the shortstop. He's going to get him at first for the first out. Good looking so far.
All right.
Now batting,
All right.
number 13, the center field.
Geronimo James. I didn't catch his average there, but James is also a contact hitter, so he's someone that could do something. That's going to be popped up in the right field, and underneath it is Murky Nubs Webbles. Make it look easy. 3 pitches, 2 down.
Now batting, number 42, the first baseman.
Joseph Trunk is rattled, hitting 158 on the season. Correct in that there, and he's a contact hitter, power hitter, but fouls that one off to the right side. They're going to bring the infield halfway in here for Trunk. That one's a curveball in the inside corner, ball 1. 0-0, top of the first, 2 outs, 1-1. Now it's 2-1. This pitch is a little bit outside by Ryan. Rhymes is still trying to feel her way. A little bit nervous here in the second game of the finals. That one's down the first base line. It's going to be a quick, easy tag out. Missed the bag. It had to turn and tag him. But what are you going to do?
Coming up in the bottom of the first, Patience Evergreen, Sturdy Woodman, and Guns Jackman. They're going to face off against Erlang Elwood, who's got a 1.17 ERA. He's not giving up anything cheap, Tom.
Number 9,
Evergreen's hitting 200 in the.
I'm feeling for Evergreen here. I really hope she gets that. It's the first 94-mile-an-hour pitch there by Elwood. Throws 2 quick balls, 3 quick pitches. That one's in there, but Evergreen swings early, 1-2 the count. And he gets another strike. He's 2-2, even the count. But she hits that down to the shortstop. Bunterson picks it up and throws to first. Joseph Trunk for the out.
Now batting, number 24.
Sturdy Woodman, the first baseman, steps into the box. He's hitting .517 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs in the playoffs. First offering by Elwood is inside for a ball. Second one's a hot smash to the first baseman who fields it on the first bounce, runs it over and steps on the bag for the first out.
Number 27.
Guns Jackman now at the plate, 367 in the playoffs. Jackman's cool and is a cucumber. Elwood whips that one in there, and he hits that hard to the right side, foul. 0-1 the count. Jackman hits that one past the mound, but the shortstop Bunderson picks it up for the third out. 2 quick innings.
Coming up at the top of the second, Mario Mustachio, Jacques Off-Tan, and Spitz McKinney. Lana Rhymes has thrown 7 pitches. Her ERA is down to a 3.86.
All right, that's quick work.
Now batting, number 29.
Yes, sir. Mustachio's hitting .316. He's got a home run and 4 RBIs in the playoffs. Lana Rhymes delivers. Strike 1. Low inside corner. Mustachio watched that one come in. She wheels. Hot smash deep. Oh. It's deep into the gap.
And he's going for third, Oh.
Mustachio with a triple to start the inning.
Now batting,
Not
Deep.
good.
23.
Deep.
The catcher.
Yeah, that pitch was a little bit off.
And he's hitting 250 in the playoffs with 1 RBI. A lot of Rhymes looks in, swing and a miss by off 10. Finds himself behind 0-1. Top of the second, no score. Fouled him completely. He fouls that off straight back behind home plate. He's in the hole now, 0-2. Mustachio standing on third. A line drive to the shortstop who reaches out and grabs it, holding Mustachio to third. First out of the inning. Whoa, inside, ball 1 to Spitz McKinney. McKinney's playing right field for the Buzzards. Comes in. Oh, no. Single in our field. Mustachio's able to cross the plate for the first score of the game. 1-0. Ralph Borgnar steps in, 333, 1 home run and 6 RBIs in the playoffs. Borgnar's playing left field.
Nice double play.
Double play. Ground ball to the second baseman. He flips it to the shortstop who relays it on to first for the double play. Stockton Brickhouse, Murky, Nubswoldes, and Bad Hop Brown stepping in. Elwood threw 9 pitches in that first inning. He's got an ERA of 1.04.
Now batting.
Brickhouse hitting 370 with 4 RBIs. All right, let's get some runs, boys. Smash by the shortstop who makes the long throw to first to retire.
That's a quick out. Nubswoldes comes here. He's locked in, hitting 385 in the playoffs. Hoping to put a little bit of offense together here. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Buzzards. Got an early lead there in that first inning. It's 1-1 after a foul ball from Nubswoldes. That one's outside corner, and that's also foul up the left side. Pitches are coming in fast. 1-2. That one, Nubswoldes pops it up. That's going to be out number 2. As underneath it is Bunterson. The second out.
Number 25.
Bad Hop on playing third base. He's hitting 444 with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Buzzards with a 1-0 lead. Bad Hop fouls that one off along the first base line. He's in the hole 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Oh, that's uncharacteristic.
Coming up. Yeah, top of the third, Amelia Iduya, Erlang Elwood, and Buttons Bunterson. A lot of Rhymes has thrown 15 pitches and are given up 2 hits. And her ERA is back up to 4.
Now batting, number 22.
Emilio Idoia hitting 286 in the playoffs. Idoia he's got a lot of speed. He's a marginal hitter. 16th pitch by Rhymes in there on the inside corner is a strike 1, 0-1 the count. Rhymes looking to get out of this third inning without any more runs on the board. That one drifts away to the outside, doesn't go for it. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. Rhymes delivers the third pitch. That one's in there, a little movement on it. Strike 2. Rhymes has good movement, good junk on the ball. And Idoia hits her there, going over to shortstop and just beats it out. Sturdy Woodman.
Now batting, number 36, the pitcher.
Erlang Elwood, the pitcher, is hitting 500 here. Elwood's got a power stance there, but he's not a power hitter. Curveball in there, lands in a low side, 0-1 the count, strike. Second pitch on the outside, and Rhymes is going to get that and throw it out at first base for the second out. A roller back
now batting, number 69, the short.
Buttons Bunterson 0-1 hitting 364, maybe the most dangerous hitter on the Buzzards. He's generally a contact hitter. He's also hitting power. He's locked in. Rhymes throws a 22nd pitch on the inside corner. He doesn't go for it. Ball 1-0 count. Curveball low and away. She's trying to get him to chase something there, and he doesn't go for it. 2-0. That one's on the inside corner. It goes right to the shortstop. Guns Jackman is going to make the easy play to first for the out.
All right. Coming up in the bottom of the third, Walker runs, Rocky backstop, and a lot of Rhymes. Elwood's thrown 17 pitches. He's got a strikeout, and his ERA is now a .93, Tom. .93.
Crikey.
The second baseman.
Walker runs, hitting 407 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs.
He is a contact hitter. Watches that first one go outside corner, 1-0 the count. Inside corner, 2-0 the count. And Elwood throws his third pitch, also ball, 3-0. So Walker Rems doesn't have to swing at that, but he does anyway. And it goes into left field and all the way back into left field is Bunterson to make the first out.
Now batting number 65.
Rocky backstop playing catcher today. He's in 250 in the playoffs with an RBI. One out bottom of the third. Buzzards holding on to a 1-0 lead. A smash into right field for a clean single. Rocky backstop has reached first safely. A lot of Rhymes.
First single of the game there.
Yes, sir.
Rhymes the pitcher's at the plate there. At first one she fouls off the right field strike, or foul ball, 0-1 the count. Second one's a little high, ball 1. Backstop on first base isn't really going to go anywhere. It swings and misses, strike 2, 1-2 the count with 1 out. Another ball there, 2-0 evens the count. That one's in there. Oh, and she fans and misses. Out number 2.
Now batting number 9.
Patience Evergreen's 0 for 1 on the day. She's hitting 192 in the playoffs. She's feeling some tense. Shot to the shortstop, picks up, throws over to first base to retire Evergreen. 4 up, 3 down. Geronimo James, Joseph Trunk, and Mario Mustachio stepping in. Buzzards have 1 run, 2 hits, and the Freebooters have 1 hit.
Now batting.
Geronimo James is playing center field. He's 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .391 with 1 home run in the playoffs. Lana Rhymes has thrown 24 pitches. Top of the 4th, Buzzards with a 1-0 lead. James is fouled off along the third baseline, 0-1. Smash to the first baseman, who catches it on the fly. Line by 1 out. Joseph Trunk's 0 for 1 on the day. He's hitting 150 in the playoffs. Trunk is playing first base. He's rattled. First offering from Rhymes is outside for a ball, 1-0. Swing fouled off along the third base line into the dugout. Smash to the second baseman who picks it up, throws it over to first. Woodman makes the catch to retire James. Mario Mustachio, we all remember him. He's the third baseman. He's 1 for 1 with a triple today. He's a dangerous hitter.
He is.
First offering from Rhymes is a little high. Ball 1. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Foul ball along the third base line, out of play. That's a souvenir. And what a souvenir on a day like today. 1-1.
Yes, sir.
Swing and a miss. Mustachio's in the hole. 1-2. Rhymes delivers. A little outside. 2-2. The count is evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A little low. Ball 3. Count is evened up. 3-2. Mustachio's locked in. He's fooled by that pitch. Watches it go by for strike 3. That's an out. Sturdy Woodman, Guns Jackman, Stockton Brickhouse coming up. Erlang Elwood has thrown 28 pitches, 2 strikeouts, and given up 1 hit. He's got an ERA of .84. We're in the 4th inning, Tommy, and this guy's only thrown 28 pitches.
Come on here, Booters. Hit smart.
That's right.
Sturdy Woodman 0 for 1, hitting .500 still. Woodman is our best hitter right now. Watch the first 94-mile-an-hour strike. Second one hits foul. It's quickly 0-2. He hits that one defensively, and it goes in the gap. That's going to be a single. Spitz McKinney picks it up and hold him at first. Good job.
Right. Let's get some runs. Guns Jackman stepping in. He's 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .355. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. First offering is high for a ball. Inside, ball 2. Elwood's behind 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Shot up the middle into center field. Everybody's safe. Men at first and second. No outs.
All right.
Freebooters seem to be putting on a little bit of a rally.
A little bit of offense there. Stockton Brickhouse is 0 for 1, 357, but he's got good axe to follow. He's good contact and power, as Brickhouse. And he hits that one up the gap on the right side. And they're going to all hold up. Everybody's going to hold up. And the bases are loaded with no outs.
Now batting.
In steps
Number
Murky
four,
Nubs
the right
Wobbles. He's 0 for
fielder.
1. 357 and 1 playoffs. Big hit here. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. No, Nubs Wobbles.
Oh, no.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. He's in the hole. 0 and 2.
Oh, Nubs
Swing and a
Wobbles.
miss. Strike 3.
Oh, my gosh. And none of those pitches
Bad
were even
hop
good.
round.
Bad hop 0 for 1, but he's hitting 429 with 3 home runs. Boy, a grand slam would be good here. Oh, patience on that first one. 0-1 the count. High pressure situation. Bad hop hits it right to Duya. It gets him out at home. And the double play to end the side. They strand them all.
Ah, that was ugly. Jock off 10. Spitz, McKinney, and Ralph Borgnar. Lana Rhymes has thrown 35 pitches. She's got 1 strikeout, giving up 2 hits. With an ERA of
Now batting,
3.6.
number 23, the catcher.
Boy. All right. Rhymes throwing a 36 pitch inside there. Brush back. Ball 1. Top of the 5th inning. 1-0 Buzzards. Low pressure situation. Outside there. That one's it gets picked up. Juggled a little bit there by backstop. It gets him
Now
out at
batting,
first anyway.
number 14, the right fielder.
Spitz McKinney 1 for 1, hitting 357. Spitz is a contact hitter. He can hit anything. But that pitch, that cut in there a curve for the first pitch, strike 1, 0-1 the count. That one's the outside corner, and it's fumbled by Rhymes, who quickly picks it up and gets him out. What is I don't know if there's spit on the ball here or what.
The left fielder.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Ralph Borgnar 0 for 1, hitting 318. Borgnar is a contact hitter. He's got enough power, too. On the 40th pitch, Rhymes delivers low and away. Ball 1. Borgnar doesn't go for it. That one's inside. Borgnar pops that one up into center field. Oh, and he couldn't quite get it. He couldn't get it. They're going to have to throw it and keep him from going to third. He gets a stand-up second. A good dive there in center field, but
Now
they couldn't quite
batting,
make the
number
catch.
22, the second
Runner at
base.
second base, Emilio Doya steps to play. He's 0 for 1, hitting 237 or 73. I can't remember, but that one's inside corner, ball 1 to Adoya. Adoya's a smart hitter. There's a lot of speed at second base there, so they're getting ready to throw in the first. 1-1 the count to Adoya. Top of the 5th, 1-0 Buzzards. Curveball in their lowest part of the corner. It's strike 2. 1-2 the count. And another strikeout for out number 3. Who gets them out of that one, Pete?
All right. Walker runs 0 for 1. Rocky backstop 1 for 1. And Lana Rhymes 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Elwood 41 pitches, 3 strikeouts, 4 hits, and a 0.77 ERA.
Now batting, number 23.
Freebooters started to get to him,
second
Tommy.
baseman.
Let's see. Runs is 0 for 1 on the day. Bottom of the 5th. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Shot to the second baseman, who fields it cleanly, throw over to first for the out.
Now batting, number 65.
Rocky,
catcher.
Rocky backstop 1 for 1 with a single, hitting 333. Backstop's a solid player brought in for Reigns, and he gets that one and shows what he's worth into right field. Spitz McKinney picks it up and keeps him from getting 2. There's another single for the Freebooters.
Right.
Pete, get some offense here.
Now
That's
batting,
right. Lana
number
Rhymes is
29,
stepping into the batter's
the
box.
pitcher.
0 for 1, hitting 333 in the playoffs, though. Bad Hop Brown does not have a lot of speed, so he won't be going. High fly ball in the just out of play along the first base line. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Buzzards holding on to that 1-run lead.
Oh,
Swing and a miss. Lana Rhymes goes down on
Now batting, number 9, the left fielder.
patience.
Patience hitting 185. If Patience doesn't do something here, they might bring in Cash Basket. That first one's a strike, 1-1 the count. Oh, she crushes it to left field. It's going deep, but I think they're going to get it at the warning track. Borgnar pulls it in. Good hit by Evergreen, but not enough.
Erlang, Elwood, Buttons, Bunterson, and Geronimo James coming up against Lana Rhymes. All of them are over. Lana's thrown 45 pitches, 2 strikeouts, giving up 3
Now
hits.
batting, number 36.
Erlang,
the
Elwood,
pitcher.
0 for 1. He's hitting 333 in the playoffs as well. Lana Rhymes looks in. She's throwing her 46th pitch. A little outside, ball 1. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Evens up the count, 1-1. Wood seems to be locked in. Popped that one up behind the plate. Catcher's calling for it in foul territory. Makes the grab for the first out.
Now batting, number
Buttons Bunderson, he's 0
69,
for 2 on the day,
Bushel.
348, 1 home run, 2 RBIs in the playoffs. He has yet to reach in this game. 1 out. First offering by Rhymes is inside for a ball. 1-0. That one was in there for a strike. 1-1. Hunterson is locked in. He watches that one sail by for a called strike 2. 1-2. Rhymes out ahead of him. A little low on that offering. 2-2. 1 out. Top of the 6th. Hunterson, the shortstop, made some plays in the field. Got it.
Oh, couldn't quite grab it. Hitting the left field. Evergreen picks it up and he gets that single. Oh, and they almost caught him going to second.
Now
A good throw there to
number
first
13,
base.
The center field.
Geronimo James 0 for 2. That was a faulty button hit, but it almost worked out. Geronimo James, the center fielder, he's in. Rhymes pitched out. Ball. Foul ball along the first base line. 1-1. Bunderson took off. Fouled off again. 1-2. Bunderson is trying to steal second base.
Yes, he is.
1-2. Another one fouled off. James is swinging at everything. 1-2. 1 out.
Oh, and they can't quite get him in. He's fast.
Bunderson finally did it. He stole second. He went from first to second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Geronimo James is in. And there's a ball. Deep,
Oh, no.
deep,
Oh,
and out of here.
son of a...
Geronimo James has just hit a 2-run homer, 397 feet. That's James's second home run and 7th RBI in the playoffs. And that gives the Buzzards a
Now
3-0
batting,
lead.
42, the
Joseph
first
Trunk is
baseman.
stepping in. He's 0 for 2. Hitting 143 in the playoffs. The Buzzards jump out now to a 3-0 lead in the top of the 6th. 1 out. Popped it up along to the second baseman who makes the catch for the second out.
29,
Mario
the third
Mustachio,
baseman.
the third baseman. He's 1 for 2. He hit the triple early on in the game and scored the first run for the Buzzards. First pitch is inside for a ball. Ball 1.
Short to third base, and they throw him out at first.
Picks it up and throws him at first. Sturdy Woodman, Guns Jackman, and Stockton Brickhouse coming up against Erlang Elwood, who's thrown 49 pitches. 4 strikeouts, 5 hits. He's got an ERA of 7.1. And he's proven to be a tough guy, tough nut
Number
to
24,
hatch,
first
although the
baseman.
Freebooters seem to be able to starting to get to him. Woodman is 1 for 2 on the day. Swing and a miss. Inside. Ball 1 evens up his count. 1-1. Just over the outside corner. 1-2.
Uh-oh.
Popped it up in foul territory. The third baseman gets underneath and pulls it in for the first out.
Now back, number 27.
Guns Jackman is
the
1 for
short.
2 with a single on the day, hitting 375 in the playoffs, and 2 home runs. Jackman's going to think about this a little bit. He's looking for his call from the first base ump there. Erling Elwood's throwing his 54th pitch right there. Oh, and he crushes it. That is definitely gone. Holy cow. Off the back wall. Huge home run. Too bad it's only a single. 449 feet. That might be the longest home run. Jackman's 3rd home run and 6th RBI of the playoffs. Way to come through. The Booters are on the board.
Now batting, number 30,
All right.
the center fielder.
Brickhouse 1 for 2 with a single. Hitting 379 in the playoffs. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Smash up the middle into center field. Brickhouse with a clean single.
Hopefully we got a little bit of
Elwood's-
something going here.
Now batting.
Hey, I
Number
hope so.
4,
They've been
the
kind
right
of nibbling
fielder.
at the edge here, Tommy. I think finally they're going for the flight.
Nubswobble's excited to get up here to the plate. And he crushes that to right field. That's going back, but it's going to land in the glove of Spitz McKinney for the second out.
Oh,
Now
Bad Hop Brown
number
0 for
25, the third
15 in the
baseman.
playoffs. Man on first, 2 up. Bad Hop takes a cut at the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1. Elwood seems to be losing a little something. That one's in there for a called strike. Shot to the second baseman, fields it cleanly and makes the throw over to first for the 3rd out. But the Freebooters are on the board. They score 1. Jacques Oftin, Spitz McKinney, and Ralph Borgnar coming up in the top of the 7th. Has thrown 62 pitches with 2 strikeouts, giving up 5 hits, an ERA of 4.5. Buzzards are holding on to a 3-1 lead.
They are. Well, Rhymes getting ready to throw her 63rd pitch. She doesn't have a whole lot left here. Off 10 is a power hitter, and he shows it with that pitch. He takes it deep to left field, and it is out of here.
God.
I think we've seen all we have of Lana Rhymes today. That's her 3rd home run of the game, 414-foot dinger. His first home run, his 2nd RBI of the playoffs, and it's starting to get away from the Booters here a little bit. As Spitz McKinney comes to play, 1 for 2 and 333. Yeah, they're motioning to the bullpen, Pete. Who are they gonna replace Rhymes with?
Who are we gonna go with here? What about Luponovic?
Sounds good.
Now pitching, number 34.
All right, Luponovic.
Luponovic delivers her first pitch, low and outside, ball 1. She's bringing heat here. That's where she's got velocity, junk, and accuracy, does Luponovic. Was movement on that second one, a curveball low, strike 1, evens the count 1 apiece. Top of the 7th inning, 4-1 Buzzards now. Ooh, high inside fastball, and McKinney swings and misses at that one. 1-2 the count. She's got some room with them. She delivers. I like her graceful delivery there. She throws that one outside. He goes for it, hits it foul. 1-2 the count. Can't stop talking. Spitz McKinney, the contact hitter, hits that high fastball, foul also. Still 1-2 the count. Luponovic is looking to throw something in there. He won't get it. He does it. The fastball low. Strikes him out. Watches that
Now
one.
batting, number 28, the left fielder.
Ralph Borgnar, 1 for 2 with a double, hitting 348 in the playoffs. He's mostly a contact hitter, but he's got okay power too. Luponovic gets hot, or low and inside fastball. He pops it up, and backstop's going to get it near the backstop.
Now batting, number 22, the second baseman.
Emilio Odoyo, 0 for 2, hitting 261. Not having a great playoffs here, so Luponovic is happy to see him on her 8th pitch. She delivers inside corner, doesn't go for it. 1-0 the counts. Second pitch low and inside. He hits it down to the third base. Bad Hop Brown picks it up and tosses it to first, and it's safe. He beats out the throw.
Now batting,
Infield
number
single.
36,
Holy cow.
the pitcher.
What the?
He's a speedster, that guy.
I tell you. Luponovic tosses that one inside corner. Swing and miss. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. There's a lot of speed at first base. And there he goes. But he fouls it off 0-2. She's got one more pitch here.
Going for the pitch out.
All right. And he doesn't run. Pitch out there. 1-2 the count. She needs one more pitch to put away Elwood. And there it is. Curveball inside. He swings and misses. Strike 3. Way to get out.
All right. Walker runs. Rocky backstop. Luponovic going to face off against Elwood, who's given up 61 pitches. Got 4 strikeouts, giving up 7 hits. His ERA is up to 1.32, Tommy. He's
Now
weak.
batting,
Let's
number
attack.
23, the
Yes.
second
Walker
baseman.
runs 0 for 2, hitting 379 in the playoffs.
He's a contact hitter. He's locked in. He's got power. That was a high lofting strike for strike 1, 0-1 the count. That one's also inside corner. 0-2 quickly. And he pops that one off to the right side. 0-2 the count still. Defensive swinging. He hits that one over into left field.
Go,
That's going to go
double,
up the
double,
gap. And out to get it is Geronimo James, and it's an easy double. Good job there by Walker.
All right.
He's in scoring position.
Rocky backstop. Yes, sir. 2 for 2. Rocky backstop. He's got 200 now. Bottom of the 7th. First offering is fouled off into the Buzzard dugout. He's a diving stop. They're going to get Rocky backstop at first, but Walker runs advances to third.
Number 34, the pitcher.
Grace Luponovich stepping in.
The pitcher, he's got only one out, but Luponovich just has to get this, and he's going to get the run. Luponovich is sacrifice single. Luponovich is out at first, but they get the run. Do we want to switch Evergreen for somebody else?
We could do that. Oh. Fouled off. Patience Evergreen, the left fielder. There's a shot in the deep center. Just center fielder's getting underneath it. Geronimo James makes the catch for the 3rd out. But the Freebooters put another one on the board. It's 4-2, Tommy. Going into the top of the 8th. Buttons, Bunterson, Geronimo James, and Joseph Trunk stepping in. Made it 4-1.
Uh-oh.
Bunterson's 1 for 3 with a single.
Hold on, I'm out of the game.
Now batting, number 69.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I had to close out an alert. Oh boy, this is what's his face? All right.
Top of the 8th. Buzzards leading 4-2.
Oh,
smash
jump
into left field.
Dive. Oh, she couldn't quite get it, and he's getting 2. Go, stop him at third. He doesn't throw to third, and he's gonna get his triple again. Oh, and he drops the ball. He's going home. Oh no, he holds up at third. Oh my gosh, a triple off that first pitch.
Triple.
13, the center fielder.
Geronimo James 1 for 3 with a home run. Bunterson standing at third. No outs. Top of the 8th. I don't know, Tommy. The Freebooters, every time they start nibbling away, it seems like the Buzzards can answer back.
Yeah.
Foul ball. 1-1. Geronimo James. Ooh.
And they get him at home. Way to go. Backstop gets him. He's out at home. Oh, they don't get that run. Oh, Pete. Good heads up.
Ground ball to third base. And Bunterson tried to score, but backstop came home and made the out. So we got a man on first. 1 out. Joseph Trunk steps in. He swings and a miss. Trunk is hitting, is very rattled. Hasn't had a good playoff. 1 out, top of the 8th. Buzzards with a 4-2 lead.
She goes for the easy out. The first for
number 29.
Put back to the mound.
Smash back to the pitcher who picked up and threw to first for the easy out. 2 outs. Man on second, though. Hope that doesn't come back to bite him. Ball 1. 1-0. Out pitch is in there for a strike, called strike. 1-1, 2 outs. Swing fouled off along the third base line, out of play. 1-2. Mustachio is fooled. He's just caught enough to hit it foul along the first base line. 1-2. Luponovich looks in. She's delivering her 25th pitch. A ground ball to the first baseman who steps on first for the out. 3 outs. See Woodman, Guns Jackman, and Stockton Brickhouse going to face off against Elwood, who's thrown 70 pitches. Guns Jackman is 2 for 3 with a home run, Tom.
Now batting.
Woodman's 1 for 3 with a single hit.
First baseman.
He's got 2 home runs and 4 RBIs in these playoffs.
Woodman is a solid hitter. Takes that first one in ball 1 by the count. Owen's also inside ball 2, and maybe he might be losing a little something. But he crushes that up the middle of his Woodman. A nice single to center. Boy, and they get it to second base by the time Woodman strolls up to first.
Now batting, number 27.
Guns Jackman, 2 for 3, a home run, a single, and an RBI.
Oh.
They're going to pull Erlang Elwood here, Tom, and they're going to bring in Max Texas. Max Texas, the relief pitcher who saw time in the last game. So I'm wondering if this is going to wind up backfiring on him. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. And he's going to be facing off against Guns Jackman. Hard hit foul ball along the first base line, out of play. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2.
Oh!
Swing. Strike 3. Guns Jackson goes down.
Now back.
1 out.
Number 3.
Nervous hitting there.
The
Stockton
center
Brickhouse,
fielder.
2 for 3 with 2 singles, hitting 400 in the playoffs. He's got a man at first base. He's the tying run at the plate, BJ. First pitch is outside by Texas. 1-0 count. And he crushes that one, but it's foul. 1-1 the count. High pressure situation. Bottom of the 8th. Hits it right to the shortstop, and they're going to get the double play for the 2 and 3.
Top of the 9th, Tommy. We're running out of time. Jacques Oftan, 1 for 3 with a home run. Spitz McKinney, 1 for 3. And Ralph Borgnar, 1 for 2 with a double. Lipunovich has thrown 25 pitches. She's got 2 strikeouts.
Now batting, number 23, the catcher.
Jacques Often 1 for 3 and 263 in the playoffs. He is a power hitter, so she's got to be careful what she throws to him. Lipunovich is throwing 26 pitch. It's sliding outside. He swings and misses. 1-0 the count. Excuse me. I mean 0-1 the count. Swings and misses at that inside pitch. 0-2. She's ahead in the count. Is Lipunovich, who is locked in and throwing her 28th pitch. Ooh, that curveball just barely misses low. And it's 1-2. The crowd thought that was a strike. Lipunovich with her delivery. That went inside, and he's not chasing that one either. Cool as a cucumber is Jacques Often, who's looking at this next pitch. The fool's in there on the inside corner. Watches the strike 3, and there's one down.
Now batting, number 14, the right fielder.
Spitz McKinney having a great day in the field. 1 for 3, 313 in the playoffs. Spitz is a contact hitter, solid contact hitter. He's locked in. Watches the first one go on there, not a first pitch hitter, and that one is 0-1 the count. Second pitch is, it's a curveball, and it takes her down, and they get it out at first, but that's going to be all we see of Lipunovich. She's hit by that pitch, and she's not doing well. Borgnar comes up, he's 1 for 3 with a double. Lipunovich is coming out. She is injured.
Body contusion.
Yeah.
Body contusion on that shot.
That was.
Where are we going, Tommy?
I think
we just pitched. Who was in the last game?
Steamboat Wassell looks like he's got the most in the tank here.
Okay.
So Wassell
with the.
Yeah, he's coming in here to finish the pitching. Wassell's got great velocity, good junk, and accuracy, and he's going to try and finish out this side here. He's throwing against Ralph Borgnar.
Four-seam fastball, a two-seam fastball, and a curveball. Let's see here.
Fools him on the inside corner there. Strike 1 to Borgnar. 0-1 the count. Second one's inside, and that's going to go over the head of and into right field. I'm sorry. And there's a single, clean single. These Borgnar's on first. Bedoya at the plate, who's 1 for 3 with a single, hitting 292. And they got to be careful here. There's 2 outs. They need just 1 more. So Wassell's throwing his third pitch. Fools him there on a curveball. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss by Bedoya. There's the steal, but it's going to be okay because they're going to toss him out at first base to get the third out.
All right, Tommy, it's the 9th inning. This is all or nothing. Murky, Nub Bubbles, Bad Hop, Brown, and Walker runs. Facing off against Max Texas, who's thrown 6 pitches and he's got a strikeout. He's got a 0.0 ERA.
Now batting, number 4, the right
Nubs
fielder.
Wobbles 0 for 3 on the day, hitting 313 in the playoffs. It's Shooter dugout. Strike 1. High, ball 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Nubs Wobbles goes down, swinging. We should have brought in Oakley Stiffs.
Oh, yeah. Bad Hop Brown, 0
Bad
for
Hop
3.
Brown.
400 in the playoffs. As Pete's repeating it. Ooh, inside his chin music there. 1-0 the count. Medium pressure situation. This one's in the same spot there. 2-0 the count. He's bringing him in third pitch. I'm guessing it's going to be high and inside. I was wrong. Strike. He gets that one in there. 3-1 the count. Oh, that is strike 2, 3-2 the count. Can he walk him? Oh, he has to hit that one, and it goes to the second baseman, Udoyo, who picks it up, and they're going to get 2 outs, Pete.
Now batting, number 23.
Come on, Walker. You need a base hit at least. 400. Texas has 2 outs, bottom of the 9th.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Oh.
Speedy Rag 2, 0-2. Fouled off along the first base line. 0-2. High, ball 1-2. Smash, foul along the third base line. 1-2. Outside, 2-2, evens up the count.
Oh, what is he swinging at?
Fouled off along the first base line. 2-2. Another foul ball. He's making Texas pitch. High, 3-2, full count. 2 outs.
Oh.
Strike 3, watches it go by. Freebooters lose. No, Thomas, it ain't so.
Oh.
There will be a game 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Every game.
We're headed back to Socorro.
The most games they could play in a single season is 25, and that's going to be what happens here. We don't miss a single one. We got more baseball, Pete.
Yes, we do. That was Elwood. He was on a roll. We had a hard time getting to him, and then even when we started to get to him, we couldn't get guys across the plate. We had that bases loaded situation that just went horribly bad.
It sure did.
Yeah, I would say there's a couple of defensive problems. I mean, I know I misplayed a ball that allowed the runner to get an extra base that he shouldn't have had. So.
Well, and then I got a lot of strikeouts I saw there. Both teams got 9 hits, but the Buzzards end up getting 4 runs. They had 1 2-run inning, and they spread their hits out a little bit nicely. The Booters really didn't come to life until the 6th inning. By then it was too late.
Yeah, we did. We struggled through the first 5, and then although like I was mentioning, 3, 4, and 5, I think we were starting to get hits. We were starting to hit the wood. We were starting to hit them. We just couldn't get anybody across. So 6, we finally were able to break the seal and bring somebody across. But I was surprised that Texas pitched as well as he did.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that he just pitched in the last game, I would have thought for sure he would have been a little bit more tired. But,
I did too.
He seemed well rested.
2 games in a row here that the Buzzards hit 2 home runs and scored 4 runs in the game. So it looks to be their recipe.
Yeah, and it always gets me because I look at the at bats, So they had Bunterson, who went 2 for 4, and Borgnar, who went 2 for 4. Everybody else was 1 for 4. That was the best.
Yeah.
Woodman 2 for 4, Jackman 2 for 4, Brickhouse 2 for 4, Blackstop 2 for 3, and yet we lose. We lost the game, and you're like, that seems strange to me, but. What are you going to do? It's all sour grapes.
For pitching, Elwood gets the win and Texas the save. Elwood throws 7 innings, gets 9 hits, 2 earned runs off him, 4 strikeouts. And Texas gets 3 strikeouts. So 7 strikeouts for the Buzzards, who outstruck the Freebooters, who only had 5.
Yeah, and that's, again, we talked about how well the Freebooter pitchers have been playing, all except Lana Rhymes, obviously.
Yeah.
Who struggled. She, like we were talking about Ratherswell with 18, and I can't remember that, but we have another one with 18, but Rhymes is the only pitcher who doesn't seem to figure into that line. So she struggled. She doesn't. Needs more velocity if she's going to be, if she's going to step up in her game. So, yeah.
Three
and
players.
We lost Luponovic.
3 players of the game, Pete.
Well, number 1, obviously, Erlang Elwood. He had stellar numbers. 7 innings pitched. He only gave up 9 hits and 2 earned run, but he 4 strikeouts.
Mm-hmm. Followed closely by Geronimo James, the center fielder. James is only 1 for 4, but he hit a home run, 2 RBIs, so it's a 2-run dinger and a run. So good day for James.
Yeah, and then of course rounding out the third star, Guns Jackman for the Freebooters. 2 for 4, batting .500 on the day. He hit a home run. He had an RBI and he scored a run. So, well, obviously he hit a home run. So
Yeah.
he got the RBI and the run.
Yeah. Well, it was all you today, and it felt like it for me. Yeah. I had half the hits, no runs. Eesh. Okay. Post-game show. Our last post-game show in El Viejo.
El Viejo.
Yeah, I think it didn't feel right from the start. The Buzzards obviously came to play. They wanted that win, and they were and they got it. The Booters looked like they were a little too comfortable, a little too cocky, a little too sure of themselves, and now they put themselves for the third time in a final must-win situation.
Yeah.
The good news for the Booters is they've done it twice before and come out of it ahead twice before.
Yeah, they have, and I think we also saw a little bit of a situation this time around with I think our worst pitcher going up against their best pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the next game is almost the complete opposite. Winnie Noel going up against Candy Sweet. Winnie Noel 1-0, 1.5 ERA with a .83 WHIP, and Candy Sweet, it has no decision and a 10.38 ERA and a 2.77 WHIP. So it seems like, yeah, we're headed back to Socorro Hills, but I think it's going to be in our favor this time. I think that's what I think.
I sure hope so. Like you said there, Noel, the starting pitcher, looking good against Candy Sweet. The notable players for the Booters are going to be Guns Jackman, the shortstop. He's hitting .382 with 3 home runs. Stockton Brickhouse is also on fire. At center field, he's .387. And Sturdy Woodman at first base hitting .515 in the playoffs and 2 dingers.
Yeah, and Bunterson, he was able to bring his average back up in this game, so he's back up to 400 with a home run. James is still hovering below 400 at 385, but he's got two dingers, and Jay Oftan still hitting 250, but we saw him hit the dinger today, so he's got one on the board.
Yeah, well, I guess anything you could say about it is it's exciting. I mean, here it is. It's coming all down to one game. There's only one more game. There will be no others. This is the last stop. The winner of this one is the champ, and the second place is going to be someone you got to look up on trivia night to find out who lost to the champ.
Yep. Well, that one didn't go the way we wanted, but looking ahead, we are going to be in Socorro Hills. I said before, the Freebooter fans travel well, so I saw a lot of orange and brown. The first time we were up there, Winnie Noel pitching lights out. She's on the uptick. Candy Sweet is shaky on the mound, and then I'll put our guys up against anybody. Like I said, I think in the first 2 games we out-hit them. There's no doubt about that. They got a couple lucky hits when they needed them. But I think we can with Noel on the bump. I think they're going to have a harder time trying to get those hits that they were able to get tonight.
Agreed. All right. Well, with that winning recipe, we're going to head out of here. We'll meet you back at Socorro Hills for the next game for the final. See you until then. This is Tommy G.
And PJ. And I'm saying, get out of here.
I'm out of here.